Happy Friday. If you are watching me live, this is Vibe High Fridays with Irina, where I am coming with mini trainings where we talk about manifestation and how can we consciously create whatever we desire in our life. And if this is the first time you're tuning in, hello again. My name is Irina Portnova and I call myself Manifestation Star because I manifested consciously a lot of great things in my life. And I am here to teach you, to give you the tools, the tips, so you can live abundant and worry free life. And in today's episode, we are going to have this fun topic where we are talking about victims wait while heroes create. What do I actually mean by that? Well, just think a lot of times we are always blaming somebody. We are blaming the circumstances, that we are not the right age, or we do not have the proper education, or we are blaming that we just can't do something right now because it's not the right time, or we do not have the resources. So we always look outside before we ask ourselves, is this something that I truly want to change in my life? And a lot of times we are staying in this victim situation where we are just saying that because of the economy is not doing good, because the prices are not great, and everything is revolving around because, not realizing that we are the first cause of why things are where they are. Because again, remember, the way I constantly teach people that our thoughts is direct reflection of the our life results, whatever we are experiencing in our reality. So in order for us to change our results, we have to start thinking differently. Because one thought that we start thinking differently is going to put us on a different trajectory in our life. And once we start saying to ourselves, okay, I am the one in power, I'm the one in charge. So we stop giving anything outside of us, our partner, our boss, anybody else, to dictate what we can or cannot. When we step fully into the leadership position, where we are saying, I am the one responsible for everything what's going on in my life, and once we claim that full responsibility, then we ask a very important sentence, a very important question, actually. We ask ourselves, what can I do differently in order to produce different results? Because this is not something that we were taught in school. It was never out there for us to even grasp. So a lot of times we are blaming our conditions, we are blaming our circumstances, and we are just spinning on the same space. We are not generating anything new in our life because we just say because of this and because of that, right? And again, if we change our thoughts and we say, what can I do from the where I am with what I have in order to start creating the new results, right? And since our past conversations were around the money, I would love to bring that topic again. But that same thing applies to anything in our life, whether this is your relationship, whether this is your health, whether this is something that you would love to create, but still just sitting with that question of how. So, this is actually the topic that you can tune in and really dive in, because today we continue talking about money. And a lot of times we are saying, okay, but I don't have the education, but I don't have the resources, but I don't have time. And all these buts are keeping showing up in your life to show you that you cannot do this until you say, okay, I'm going to make a decision that no matter what, because let's face it, if something is important to us, we always find the time, we always find the money, we always make ourselves committed to something that is meaningful to us. So my question is, how meaningful it is for you to tap into that financial blessing, to that financial freedom, and receive with ease and know exactly what steps to take in order to have that available for you. Now we are stepping into the power of hero. The hero is the person that understands that I am the leader, I am in charge, and every decision that I'm making is going to propel me for something new in my life. And again, a lot of times we are so scared of the failure, but failure is just the feedback, because the only person that doesn't fail is the one who doesn't try. So if we are taking another path in our life, if we want to do something different, if we want to attract money the way we haven't done it before, obviously it's going to require some steps to take. And obviously not everything is going to generate the same results, because again, a lot of people are hooked up on the strategy. Give me the strategy and I'll implement and I'll be successful. This is not the way it works. It's the same thing as I would give the same recipe to multiple people, and when that dish comes out, it still comes out different for everybody who prepares, right? Because again, it blends your personal energy, it blends how do you actually show up yourself in the world. So that exactly what start generating the results. And I just want to invite you to my amazing masterclass that's happening tonight. And if you're going to watch in the replay, don't worry, this is something that is going to be on the ongoing basis. And it's called Create Cash on Demand. And you can register at the link, the short link that I'm putting here, or you could register from the description of this episode. Again, if we do not make the hero decision of, okay, I want to change something and I am ready because I do not want to settle for whatever I am experiencing right now, everything is in your hands. Do not blame anybody else that you do not do something, right? Do not blame your bank account, do not blame your education, do not blame your age, do not blame your partner or boss. Because again, that means when you give your power away, you start looking for the excuses and you start looking, how can I just validate that I'm not doing what I know I can do, right? So that's staying in the victim situation. But now I invite you to step into the power of the hero. And the hero is going to say, I know that I'm meant for something more. I know that abundance is my birthright. I know that I can change it if I decide so, right? And the first decision that we are making is to join the masterclass and to experience for yourself what this is all about. Because if you are not going to keep your corner of the mind open for the possibility, that possibility is just going to pass you by. Because a lot of times you might watch others and see and look at them and say, oh my God, I don't understand how these people have it all together. Again, because these people made a decision. This is what they want in their life. And that's how they move in their life. And not to say that it's not required the work, because every success has a lot of failures on the path. But if you are committed, if you are connected to become good at something that you want to, the success is inevitable. And I can prove it from my own experience and I can prove it from my clients' experience. So everybody who sets yourself with the focus, laser focus on what they want to create, they do create it. And I just wanted to share with you this perfect and beautiful tool that you can start doing in order to tap to, how do I replace that victim language to the phrases like, instead of saying I can't, you want to say, how can I? Instead of saying I do not know, ask yourself, I'm finding out. Instead of saying I am waiting, just ask yourself, I am going to create this space and I know it's possible for me. The more you're going to rephrase all these negative thinking to shift them into the positive outcome, the more you start seeing opportunities. And again, It's all about just shifting our focus from "it didn't work in the past" to "my past does not define my future." And the more you connect to that energy, the more you start create. And if you really want to experience what is holding you back, to actually tap to that abundance, to create the money on demand, I invite you again to my masterclass, because we were taught that we have to save, we do not have to spend, and this is not the way to become financially free. The way to become financially free is asking the right question, not how I can save, but rather what can I do in order to, thank you. Hey, Bruno, great to see you. What can I actually do in order to start create money? Because if our energy is creative energy, we can create on demand and we can create anything what we want in our life. And if you do not know how, this is a perfect time for you to come to my masterclass, join it, and experience that for yourself. Thank you so much. Thanks, Bruno, for supporting me. Everybody, just would love to hear your comments and know what is coming for you as you're listening to this live. And what is your next step? Are you willing to join the masterclass? Are you willing to decide for yourself that it's enough just to sit and be the passive observer and be that victim? It's enough, and now is the time to step into your power. Now is the time when you start being more curious. Now is the time when you become the hero of your life, because you are. Nobody is there to determine for you what to do in your life. You are that master of your life. And once you continue to stay in that hero mode, the more you are going to claim the responsibility for everything what's going on in your life, the more you're going to open the opportunities for yourself. I can promise you. So join me for the masterclass and let's create cash on demand, because we all can. Love you all and see you on the next episode.